What's going on, guys? Your boy Omega here, back. We got another video. We are going to put the camera up close. This is yet another PSA reveal video. This is 26 cards that I was sent back. This was a 30 card order for the cards. Of course, I took the offers on, and these are the cards that I elected, or if they just didn't give me an option for a bio, I brought it back in. So we'll get through each of these cards. I'll explain my thought process, so when I sent them in, why I sent it in, and so on and so forth. Because once again, still new to this. I mean, I know exactly the cards I should be sending, but there's just some cards I'm very speculative on, and it's okay. Well, I know exactly what I'm doing. Just so you know. Anyway, guys. Let's get into the cards. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. A lot of these cards will be going up on eBay as well real soon after this video. So if anyone's interested, go hop on there. I have the same, my channel name is the same as my eBay store name. So, and I might have a link in the description. And so you can guys get there easier. Let's get into it. So, previous videos, I told you guys, very, very high on Spencer Rattler. Now, I have seen a lot of these grades already. We're just going to go straight through them. So this card, I can already see some dimples on there. I'm actually starting to see these in person. So now I'll judge them more, because I will say whoever this grader is, he was very tough on Prism. I'll just put that out there. But yes, I see a couple dimples that I don't know if I remember seeing dimples. The card was perfectly centered almost. Nothing else really wrong with it. There is a little edge wear, but it got a 9. So Spencer Rattler, Silver Prism, got a 9. But hey, it's going to be low pop. So if he actually becomes what we think he could, still might sell that for a good amount. Almost perfect timing. Unfortunately, Bo Nix did not play in the AFC Championship game, but still got his card. Looking at this one. Little print line. There's some other stuff there I didn't notice at first, but I also got this ring light behind me that I purchased, so now I'm able to see things a little better with the light. Now the corner here is a little screwed up there. Corner actually is screwed up, but the thing is, I swear I did not send these cards. This is not the first time I've seen the left corner. So and this actually did get a 10 though. This actually got a 10, and that corner looks a little folded. Now, I do sometimes have an issue with this corner because of the way you put it in sleeves, and I have a method to where that won't happen this, but did get the 10 on the Bo Nix. Did get the 10 on the Bo Nix. Was he a little generous? Maybe, because this also looks a little all-centered. I personally actually would not have given this a 10, just looking at it now. It's also all-centered up top and bottom, but hey, it did get the 10. So, not too bad. Larry Fitzgerald, guys. So I'm gonna say you guys before, I've sent out a couple Drew Brees cards and Larry Fitzgerald cards just to, get in anticipation of them getting elected into the Hall of Fame. Now looking at this card now, definitely a little top heavy for the centering, but I thought it was definitely worth sending in if I was able to possibly get a 10. Everything else was clean on this card, in my opinion, when I sent this out. The back of the card, like centering, corners, maybe a little fuzziness up there, but for the most part, it's fine. There is a little lint in there. Now, it got the 9. Still okay with a 9 for a Larry Fitzgerald, as old as this card is. And I think I sent out 2 or 3 of these. You know what? No, I sent out 2 of them. I took the offer on one of them because it actually got the other one I sent out got an 8. But they was offering the same amount of money for the 8 and the 9, which I thought was kind of strange. So I was like, and as far as the comps go, they went around the same amount. So I decided to keep this one. In my mind, I was thinking I was going to keep it as a, I was going to keep one in the PC. So I wonder if I sent one back, or maybe did I actually take the offer for the other one? I'm not sure, but we're going to find out in a second. Got an all etch Aaron Judge. Honestly, this card looks way cleaner now than when I remember sending it out. But yeah, once again, baseball cards. Got this at a great time. Baseball card prices are going to be going up real soon as we get closer to spring training. But of course, any Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and those top players, get those cards graded. It don't matter. There's a market for them. Got a Jokic here. This is Jokic. This is Riz Seismic out of 2024. So one of the greats. This is numbered out of 299. I got a 9 on this one. So we'll see what I can do with it. I don't think I got an offer for this card, but there are definitely Jokic fans out there. Got a very rare graded slab Jokic card here. Even though I only got the 9. LeBron James, we got Stairmaster. Once again, any LeBron James cards, 2001 Stairmasters. I probably had this card laying around for a while, and I did gem it. Mosaic, when it comes to centering, honestly, if it looks okay, I'll look here and here. If it looks like it's close enough, and then I'll look at the letters in the bottom and the top. If it's close enough, I'll still send it, especially if it's clean. Maybe a little wear on the bottom, but they still got the gem, so I will take that. Luka, this is technically Luka's first Laker card. And I love this parallel. This is the tricolor wave. Thought it looked clean. Thought it was well centered. Maybe looking down the top here, because this little area here, you can base it off here, and then the area here, definitely a little top heavy. So it did get a 9, but it is still technically Luka's first Laker card, even though he's still in the Mavs jersey. It's his first Laker card, I believe. That's why I believe is one of the reasons I sent that in. Once again, one of the GOATs. Speaking of one of the GOATs, I am always going to send in Curry cards. Steph Curry cards go for PSA 10 and Mosaic. It doesn't matter. They can go for like 60 or 70 bucks, so it's kind of a get a 10 and triple your money kind of, because these cards are only like $1 or $2 that you can buy, or you can even rip them out of, any type of anything. So I think I ripped this myself. I did rip a 2024 Mosaic. But I got a lot of Steph Curry parallel cards. I'm getting them all graded. This one did gem, so I'm happy that it gem. When those cards gem, that's where we're at. This is just a 2025 Mike Trout Mega Box Refractor. Nothing special. Only got a 9 on it. Still a Mike Trout card. There'll be a market for. I'll be able to sell it pretty quickly. This is a Mookie Betts. So this card here, crazy story, right? So if you guys know, he's the big, forget the dude name, but he's a big YouTuber. He has his own card shop. That guy, you know who I'm talking about. He's all over YouTube. If you're in the car community, you know what I'm talking about. So he had a Whatnot stream, that happened, right? This was like, it was like a huge Whatnot stream. They was giving out a bunch of packs, like on the Whatnot stream, $1, $5 hobby packs. I ended up buying a bunch of the hobby packs. I actually pulled this card out of hobby pack is out of $4.99. Real old hobby packs, of course. But this got a freaking 7, man. And I thought this card looked clean. This was gonna be another one. And I might still hold off before the season started. I don't know what Mookie Betts is. He was just in the World Series as well. Big time player in the MLB. Thought it would just be great. Parallel that's numbered, but got a 7, and I really don't know why. Now, this card is definitely not worth cracking. A lot of these cards, like this card is only worth maybe like $1 or $2 on its own. There is some corner wear up there that I'm seeing now, but maybe another one right here. So both of the corners, a little whitening, which once again, this is straight pull from the pack. So, and I put it right in the sleeve. Not saying that stuff couldn't happen, but it got into a lot of hands as a paper card. Here's what it is. It's definitely not worth cracking. This card's only worth like $1. So that's one of the few womps that we got. But we're gonna keep it rolling. Anthony Vogt. Just happened to have this card laying around. I sent it in. Thought his market was going up a little bit. It's not the most expensive card. Even as a 10, it's not gonna be the greatest card, but I think he was getting a little bit of hype by the end of the season, and in the beginning of the next season, hopefully there's a little market for him. So that's why I sent that in. At least I got the 10 as the first Bowman. Justin Herbert. So this card, I've held this card for a long time. I got this off a brick a long time ago. So this is his 2001 Phoenix Fire and Ice. Now, unfortunately, he did have the disappointing playoff performance. So I don't know what Justin Herbert's market is now, but this is out of 50. Now we only got a 9 on it. Like I said, I've had this card for a while. I probably should have sold it immediately when I got it. But I've just been holding on to it. I've been contemplating grading it, and then I got out of the hobby for a while. But it's actually a pretty sick card, though. I think a Justin Herbert fan would like it. So I'm getting a 9 on it, a little bummer, but I think it's still a pretty good card. I get a pretty good value for it. Tom Brady cards, of course. Green Mosaic, we got the 10. So it's like they're giving me the 10s on the GOATs, but the other cards, I don't know. I don't know. Jalen Hurts. So just had a Jalen Hurts, base rookie, had this a while. Right before Jalen Hurts went to his first Super Bowl, I bought a lot of his cards. That was the year they got AJ Brown. So I did buy a lot of his cards. This is one of the cards I bought in, hoping that the market went up. I do see that down the bottom is a little wear, but it did not wear, but a little off center, but it did gem. It did gem. Pretty good card to gem. And yeah, glad that gem. I've had that card for a long time. Jaden Daniels, his market will go back up. This is one of those cards I might just hold on to until around June, July, where people start buying up these quarterbacks again. Now, this did only get a 9. I knew this card wasn't in great condition. I think it was off-centered. I thought I could still take a chance being as Jaden Daniels, and if I got a 9, I got a 9. So, still a cool card to have. Hollow optic, very standard in the community there. So Lamar Jackson, like I said, Ravens fan, Red Sparkle, love this card. Thought it looked good, but like I said, this guy did not like Prism. My grader hated Prism. I don't think it mattered how good the condition of these cards were in. He was going to give me a 9 on every Prism card I sent. Corner over there is not the greatest. I get it. Corner up there is not the greatest. So sure, it probably had to be perfect to get a 10, but this card is still worth a good amount, and I might just keep it in the PC anyway, so not too bad. More GOATs here. Got some cards stuck. Got a Tom Brady. This is die cut orange prism. This is technically a color match. This is like what the Bucks wear a lot. And this did gem. I am glad that this gemmed. They did a good job. So these select die cuts, a lot of times they are, sometimes you can't perfectly put them in the casing. Now, it is a little off in the casing, but it's a way better job than I've seen in the past. Let's just say that. So, very, very nice card to get gemmed there. Spencer Rattler, man. But like I said, my grader hated Prism. This card looks good. Now, yeah, sure. Centering might not be great on the left side. And then maybe there's a scratch on there that I'm pretty sure wasn't there when I sent it in. But this only regular mint. Red, white, and blue prism. I'm just gonna keep all the Spencer cards around though. I'm gonna keep all his cards around. This is press proof. These things are hard to gem. I knew the centering was bad, but I thought the card overall looked clean. Like I didn't see any whiting on the front. Corners look great on the back. They did only get a 9. It's probably because of the centering, but that's not too bad. Caleb had a great postseason. So, and now the 9s are starting to pile up, man. This is Tyrese Maxey. I got to look up to see what he's doing. I think he's doing pretty well. 257 out of 299. Just a regular light blue prism. Now I did gem that. I thought, a number Tyrese Maxey going into the season. I think the 76ers was one of my teams to look out for. So a collector will definitely look into that. Once again, Shohei Ohtani. This is going to be stars of the MLB. We gemmed this card. Couldn't figure out the centering, but I thought the card looked clean either way. But got a 10 Shohei Ohtani. Cannot complain. Any 10 Shohei Ohtanis, you're in the money. Bo Nix, red and yellow shock. This got an 8. I mean, there is 2 print lines. I don't think the print lines is what got this card at 8 though, because I've seen print lines gem. So right there, this corner is a little chippy. Now I can definitely say for sure that could have been me. This top corner is also like a little bent. That possibly could have been me. Because once again I put the cards in. So. But when I see this side chip, this corner is almost always perfect when it comes to cards that I send out if I'm sending them out. So when the corner is bad on this side, I know they screwed up my card basically. But this got an 8, unfortunately. I think that's warranted at 8. I'm not gonna crack this. I don't think I'll crack 8s. Especially a card like this. If I don't think it's gonna get a 10, I'm not gonna crack it. I mean, I could crack it. And the value of the single is now more than the 8, but well, we'll see. Walter Payton. So I saw these cards in a 10 going for a decent amount too. So that's why I sent it. I'm talking about like $60 bucks. So $1 card or just a card that's been sitting around for a long time. I'm pretty sure I ripped this myself. I was ripping Mosaic back in the day. And randomly looked up the value of Walter Payton Mosaic orange reactive cards, and they actually been going for a decent amount. Unfortunately, I only got a 9, but I probably could still sell this for maybe like 10 or 15 bucks. Somebody will still pick it up. But those cards you just need the gem to make money. Okay, so looking at, I'm telling you, that corner looks so bad. There's just no way I sent my card out with a torn corner. There's just no way. So this card got a 7. This is Caleb Williams' Blue Hyper. There's just no way I sent my card out with a corner like that. No, there's no way. The corner is literally ripped off. No way. I know I chipped the corner when I put it in the sleeve, but there's just absolutely no way I would have sent that card, because I also double check it once it's in the sleeve to make sure that it's good before I send the card out. Absolutely insane. That's like one of those where I would actually put a complaint in. So in the comments, guys, let me know if there's and I'm in some Facebook groups, let me know if there's a way I can do some type of like complaint or something for that. That is no way. There's no way I sent that card out with that corner. Absolutely no way. All right. Two more cards left. They're both Spencer Rattler cards. Optic Hollow got a 9, and then I sent out a lot more Prism. This card, yeah, I didn't like this card at all. I think the foil looks weird on this particular card. Just so I can compare. When I saw the foil on this one, I really was never going to send this card out. But yeah, it looks the same. It looks the same. But got 9s on all the Spencer Rattler cards. Really needed those to 10. But we'll see what happens with his future. Anyway, guys, peace out. As you know, I am a little upset about this, so we'll look into that, because there's just no way, no way I sent that card out looking like that. There's no way. So, anyway, guys, peace.